Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
What up, dímelo mi gente, que lo que? You already know this is Punch Wrong Boxer, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, light week. Boxing is a recession this week. You know, not a lot of big fights, and seems like the rest of 2022, man. I'm just hoping and praying that we get good, at least one fight that we asking for, y'all. Just one fight that we asking for. Of course, we have Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, but we already seen that fight. But it's a good fight in the heavyweight division, a rematch. Good fight. Hoping to see Anthony Joshua make the proper adjustment that he needs to make. I believe in Anthony Joshua, and I believe that he is great. He's one of the great heavyweights of this era, and I give him the benefit of the doubt that he could go back to the drawing board like he did with Andy Ruiz. But of course, he's facing Alexander Usyk, a master of his craft. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. Hoping to see a better fight. Hoping to see a better outing with Anthony Joshua. But Alexander Usyk got a lot of motivation to go into this fight as well. I don't like the selfie. You know what I'm saying? For playing, Alexander Usyk is sweetening up and softening up Anthony Joshua. He's falling for it again. What's good? Dani Medina, dime hermano. One of the members, the family, la familia. Sammy Cruz in the building. What's good, man? Harlem in the building. What's good, man? Joey, say what's up to the people right quick, man. Say what's up to the people. Bless Brian in the building. Grace in the building. The GOAT Mario P. What's good, man? I want to see what y'all gonna say in this poll, though. You feel me? Because we're gonna be talking about it. I know there's gonna be people looking at this Life of Logic in the building. What's good, baby? What's good? Lopez in the building. What's good? The one and only sport. What's good? Teofimo Lopez, the campeón of the new generation. Yes. It's still on, man. It still is what it is. He said, Barnes said Lopez haven't fought since his last. He said, bum. Oh, he already calling a fighter a bum. I cannot take any boxing fans any serious. I mean, you could say what you want to say, but once you call a fighter a bum, trash, pussy, and all of the derogatory name that you could think of, I don't really respect you as a boxing fan because you don't respect the fighters that risk their life for our pure entertainment, risk their lives so they could feed their family, risk their lives so they could feed themselves. Once you call a fighter a bum, that means you have no type of respect for a fighter and his craft and what he does in the ring and the risk and the sacrifices. But hey, you do what you want to do, man. This is a free country. Jason in the building. What's good, man? What's good? Also, I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think two things need to happen in my opinion. 2022. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G September 13th, but we already seen that twice. So the biggest fight of the year, probably this far in the second half of 2022, is two fights that we already seen. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching part 2 or part 3. I believe that Bud Crawford or the True Spins. We've been talking about it for quite some time, but of course, a lot of people in the sport of boxing want that fight to come to fruition, and it needs to come to fruition in 2022. Also, what I believe that needs to happen is Gervonta Tank Davis no more of this 70-30 type of fight. You got to get in the fight with a 50-50, 60-40, somebody that's going to motivate you and inspire you to get inside that training camp. So you just not going to training camp, you know what I'm saying, just to lose weight. You're going into training camp knowing that the man opposite from you is winning, is ready, willing, skillfully to actually beat you. You know what I'm saying? So I believe this is the end of the road. No more rollies. No more Mario Barrios. No more of that for Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis, he cannot accept anything less than Loma, Haney, Ryan. That's all I want to see from Gervonta Tank Davis. Out of them three, that's all I want to see. If you're gonna see in the lightweight division, that's all I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I can respect certain fights like Michelle Rivera, but not even that. Haney go for undisputed in the lightweight division. Ryan Garcia, because that's a big fight. A lot of people, and y'all can make a lot of money, and it's an intriguing, exciting fight for the fans, casual and a hardcore boxing fan. And Lomachenko. That's it. That's it, Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm a big fan of Gervonta Tank Davis. I feel like he's one of the phenom in the sport of boxing. I think he's a special fighter. I think he hasn't shown 100% of what he is capable of doing inside that square circle. It's time for Gervonta Tank Davis. You want an independency? July 4th just passed away. So independent, let's go. You left me with a promotion, or you pretending you left me with the promotions. Calvin Ford said he's a free agent. No more excuses. You calling the shots. Gervonta Tank Davis promotion is calling the shots. I want to see Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Tank Davis and Lomachenko. That's all I want to see now for Gervonta Tank Davis. It's time to step up. Because you're the senior of this era. You're the senior. You're like the 20-year-old senior in high school. So there's some type of things. Y'all already know. Y'all heard the news. Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshalls, one of the biggest women boxing fight. That's just not women, but one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing. The best fighting, the best. The women are doing their thing. Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, 2-division undisputed champion. Clarissa Shields, the GWO. You already know, man. One of the best that ever laced them up in the amateur circuit and at the professional level for the ladies, baby. For the ladies. That's a big fight. The best fighting the best. What's good? What's good? Anali. Al Bundy in the building. What's good, man? And in the co-main, we got Alicia Baumgartner versus Michaela Mayer. Wow, the best fighting the best. So we had Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, Madison Square Garden, New York City, not the Hulu Theater, but I'm talking about the big garden. Sold out, 19, almost 20K. The loudest I ever heard Madison Square Garden in my damn life. I've been to Madison Square Garden, Knicks playoff, Rangers World Cup, World Cup. I've been, what else? I see WWE, St. John's, NCAA tournament. Big East tournament. Harlem Globetrotters, the clowns, the circus. I've been in Madison Square Garden all my life, and I never, ever heard that pop of a Madison Serrano and Katie Taylor. The women are stepping up. The women are doing what we've been asking the men to do. We want to see the best fighting the best with the men. But the women are the one that's actually listening to us. How you gonna have two best of the best in one card? That's like having Anthony. That's like having Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk and Earl the True Spence and Bud Crawford on the same card on the women's side. That's what's happening right now, y'all. That's what's happening right now. So shout out to the ladies, man, and stop being that type of fan. I don't follow women boxing. Man, shut up, man. Boxing is boxing. Skill is skill. And I told y'all, if y'all been following the channel, late 2021, I said 2022, the lady's gonna be taking over. I told you what Amanda Serrano was worth. I said she's a 7-figure fighter when people was like, nah, Punch, what you talking about? She only got $75,000 and stuff like that. Why is she scared? She's scared. Nah. I told you she's a 7-figure fighter, 7-division world champion. Y'all already know the Manny Pacquiao of women boxing. Now we got Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, the only woman to beat Clarissa Shields. The knockout artist, and I like the matchup because we got a knockout artist and we got Clarissa Shields, who's a slick, great boxer. I do want to see more stoppages for Clarissa Shields, and I think that's a little bit that was missing also in Clarissa Shields. She got all the skills, she got all the punch selections and things of that nature. She's very elite, but she's not knocking out these girls, man. And I think that's why she's not capturing the type of fan base that Ronda Rousey did for UFC and JJ did for UFC, because these girls were ruthless, bro. Ruthless. But yeah, Annalise said, girl power. Shout out to the ladies, man. Shout out to Jessica McCaskill as well, man. Estrada, want to see her back in the ring as well. But it's going to be a goodie. It's going to be a goodie. So that's good in the sport of boxing. The women are listening to the boxing fans in terms of the best fighting the best. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. What else before we get into the content of this live? What else? What else we got? What else we got? Virgil Ortiz going to be stepping back in the ring. Ryan Garcia next week going to be stepping in the ring versus Javier Fortuna. Of course, Ryan Garcia. Most of the build up to this fight is actually Ryan Garcia and Canelo Alvarez going back and forth. Floyd Mayweather recently just felt, said what he had to say, and I dropped the video earlier saying that, oh, Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? I understand Ryan Garcia, how Ryan Garcia is going to love Canelo Alvarez, and then when he's not with him, he's going to hate him. I really think that it was I really don't still think that Floyd Mayweather respect Canelo Alvarez, because in the same interview, in the same phone call interview, he stated that he doesn't hate Canelo. He don't hate fighters. He's not jealous of Canelo. But we all know you've done tons of interviews just shitting on Canelo Alvarez. So what changed right now? And I think that when he was looking at Ryan Garcia and Canelo Alvarez situation, what he was actually looking at was his situation with Gervonta Tank Davis, but he just expressed himself talking about Ryan and Canelo. But what he was trying to say with Ryan and Canelo is really what he wants to say about Gervonta Tank Davis and himself. That's what I think. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But I don't think that he really respect Canelo Alvarez. He's been shitting on him. He even told Gervonta Tank Davis to take the Canelo glove. If you ain't hating, you wasn't jealous of Canelo Alvarez, why would you tell your fighter that's comfortable to go to war? He's comfortable. He picked his gloves, and you telling him you're not even giving him his strategy. You telling him to take the gloves off because it's Canelo Alvarez glove. So I think that you hate Canelo Alvarez. You a hater of Canelo Alvarez. You envy Canelo Alvarez or jealous of Canelo Alvarez. Maybe envy is the word, because hate is a strong word. It's a strong word. Eddie Hearn said that he's looking for a fight for Conor Benn, one of the phenom in the 147-pound division, the stacked division, welterweight division, one of the lucrative division in the sport of boxing. He wants Conor Benn to face Keith Thurman. Now, Keith Thurman in his recent interview, and y'all follow the channel, y'all know I'm a big fan of Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Keith Thurman, win, lose, or draw, but this interview, that interview ain't in, man. I was upset listening to the interview because he said that he went all the way back up to 188 pounds, man. And I said, damn, man, you looked at tight. I thought you was going to be within range. I thought you was going to be motivated, bro. It's like, damn, man. Like, these motherfuckers hit the pinnacle, man, and they could take over, and they could be great. And it's like, the fuck? What happened, bro? Like, what happened? Like, why don't you have the drive? Why don't you want to? You're right there. You're in position. You're in position to have the opportunity to really enhance your own greatness. And you're like, you're going to balloon back up to 188 pounds, bro? Oh, man. Come on, Keith. Come on, man. Come on, man. Conor Benn versus Stanionis. I actually thought it was going to be like Keith Thurman and Stanionis or something, man. But I'm like, you know what, man? I'm going to rock with him because, you know what I'm saying, I like Keith. But I don't know. Man. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Talk in the building. What's good, Bull? Go. Yo, Punch is on the money with this. Yes. We're going to be talking about the thumbnail. We're going to be talking about the title right quick. You know, there's going to be people out there to be like, yeah, but he lost to Cambosa. What are you talking about? But I'm going to let you know again, I'm going to expose the contradicting and the hypocrisy of the fans. In this title, in this live, you're going to see. Watch how I'm going to do it, right? What else we got? Virgil Ortiz going to be back in the ring. We're waiting on Boots Ennis. I really wanted to talk about this as well. I wanted to say my live was actually going to be, I was going to have a picture of Canelo Alvarez and a picture of Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford. And I said, and I was going to say, like, what's holding boxing hostage? Meaning, not Canelo Alvarez holding boxing hostage, but the fighters that not willing to enhance their legacy, just waiting on Canelo Alvarez, they're holding themselves hostage. And in the welterweight division, everybody is waiting. We love Virgil Ortiz. We love Jerome Bruce Ennis. We can't wait till they climb the ladder. But you know what? They're already there. Like, look at all the belt. Look at their ranking in every belt federation. Virgil Ortiz is like number one in the WBO. He's number one in the WBC. Boots Ennis is right behind him in the WBA. And he's one of the IBF. So Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis already reached, like, that's the future the future of the welterweight division. But you know what? They're not climbing the ladder no more. They're right there already. But since we're not getting Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence, guess what's happening to Virgil Ortiz and Boots? They're going to be standing still. And they're now going to be fighting these type of fighters that we know. Look, right now, this is going to be the beginning of the critique of Virgil and Boots. And it's going to be unfortunate because fans are going to start pressuring Boots and Virgil for doing what they already done. And that means climb the ladder. So Boots is going to get another opponent. And it's going to be like, come on, man. He's going to beat him anyway. And Virgil Ortiz is going to get another opponent. But come on, man. He's going to win anyway. But in reality, they're in position. In the WBO and the WBC, the Virgil Ortiz is in position to be the mandatory to Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl the True Spence. And Boots Ennis and the IBF is right there for the mandatory for Earl the True Spence. Now, Earl Spence has not been mandated since 2018. IBF supposed to be the strictest belt federation. And I have never heard a fighter not be mandated in 4 years. Politics of the sport of boxing. Now, of course, you know why a lot of people is not arguing, nobody's debating about it, or nobody really want to talk about it. It's because we're stuck on Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. So when Abdul Kokorov been in position since 2019 to be mandatory, he can't get no shot. Earl the True Spence in the IBF last mandatory defense was Carlos Ocampo. 2018. Now, if we can't get this damn fight with Bud Crawford and Earl the True Spence, fuck, I'm not going to hold no Earl Spence accountable. I'm not going to hold Bud Crawford. I'm not going to hold Jerome Boots Ennis. But the IBF, wake the fuck up and mandate Jerome Boots Ennis to fight Earl the True Spence now. Because if you mandate Boots Ennis now, it will pressure the negotiations with Bud and Earl Spence. Because if you say, you know what, if you do not fight, you got 90 days to lock down this motherfucking fight, or you will have to face Boots Ennis or drop the belt or get stripped. It's time for the fans to put their energy where it needs to be. Stop talking and making 500,000 videos about, and the fan, oh, Bud is scared. No, Earl Spence is scared. No, you don't know the fucking negotiations, all right? Everybody shut the fuck up in the YTBC. You do not know nothing about the negotiations. You're not in the boardroom. You don't know who's filing the papers. You don't know their attorneys. You don't know their lawyers. You ain't never seen Al Heyman in the goddamn life. Only 3 Google pictures of Al Heyman. You don't know shit. Every time you hear a channel or a boxing content creator talk about negotiations, they are hustling your ass out. All right? There is no way. We don't know there's negotiations. Earl Spence nor Bud Crawford explained there is a negotiations happening. Ain't nothing happening. All right? Ain't nothing happening. So talk about something that should be done. Talk about something. Because the last time the boxing fans got together on something, guess what happened? The boxing fans, media, ganged up on the WBA. And what did we force the WBA to do after the Macabre Fox robbery? What happened? Oh man, they had to take care of the judge. Then they had to shrink the belts. They strip all their interim champions, right? And what did Mendoza said? We have listened to the fans. We got to listen to the fans. And we, you know what I'm saying? So we doing this for the sport of boxing. So it's time to put our energy on the IBF. Not because I don't want to see Bud and Crawford. I mean, I'm saying Bud and Crawford. Bud and Spence. It's because we are tired of waiting. And not me. I'm not waiting. I'm just tired of seeing y'all wait. I'm tired of seeing y'all bitch. I'm tired of seeing y'all whine. I'm tired of seeing y'all cry. Because boxing has a lot to offer. But motherfuckers out here are stuck on Earl and Spence. I mean, Spence and Bud. I did the same fuck up with Bud. Brian Million, what's good? What's good? Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. William Boxing, what's good? William Boxing, what's good, man? Good looking out. Appreciate you, man. I'm blanking out on Ali. Yo, good looking out, man. Million, what's good, man? What's good? What's good? Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless. Yo, William Boxing, I appreciate you. God bless for that, man. Brian Guzman in the building. What's good, man? Fuck that. BSTO, the realest motherfucker out. About the TO take over, a.k.a. take back, a.k.a. former king in the lightweight division, a.k.a. gonna be the last man standing. We're gonna get to that right quick. But let me finish this yet. No, Earl Spence is A-side. No, Earl Spence sell more pay-per-views. No, Earl Spence got Dallas. No, Bud Crawford hasn't. No, Bud, he don't want to sign the contract. No, it's because there's no rematch clause. Shut the fuck up. You don't know shit about the negotiations. I've heard so much about the negotiations. Like there's 10 motherfuckers in the negotiation room in YouTube. Man, stop, man. Stop that mess, man. Stop it, man. You say you got nothing to talk about. Huh? But this is what we got to do. Put the pressure on the IBF. Mandate, IBF, listen up. Mandate Earl the True Spence to fight Boots Ennis now. Now. And then let Earl Spence people petition to give you an extension of time, which will give you 30 days, and y'all will have to lock down that Bud Crawford Earl Spence fight in 30 days. That's what needs to happen in the sport of boxing. Everybody talking a lot of BS. That's what needs to happen in the welterweight division immediately. IBF, it's time for you to get to motherfucking work now. Mandate Earl the True Spence now to fight Boots Ennis. Order it. Then let TGB or Earl the True Spence people representative petition for an extension. 30 days. If you cannot lock down that fight in 30 days, this fall, you will have to face the Philadelphia-born brotherly love, Jerome Boots Ennis, a.k.a. the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. It will be Ennis. It will be Spence. Spence versus Ennis, because you couldn't lock down the Bud Crawford welterweight undisputed bout. That's it. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. And anybody else got no plan, I ain't with your plan. If it's something else, I ain't with it. It's not realistic to me. It's not realistic to me. It's not realistic. IBF got Boots ranked 3rd. Nah, it's always like that, talk. It's always, they always leave the number 1 and number 2 open. So when you see Boots number 3, he's really number 1. They usually leave that shit open. But he fought Custio Clayton for the to become the mandatory to Earl Spence. That was the eliminator. That was the eliminator for Earl Spence. I would say also, Virgil and Boots, don't hold yourself to waiting on Bud and Spence. If y'all need a fight, y'all need a fight. Even though that the boxing fans understand that it's going to be a future matchup, future pay-per-view bout. On the other side, WBO, even though that the Sean Porter and Bud Crawford was a mandatory, we understand that the WBO, y'all skipped Virgil Ortiz. That was number 1 to be mandatory to Bud Crawford. And the political, and I did a bunch of videos about it. Go check it out. They skipped Sean Porter. Sean Porter was not ranked in the WBO. And then he got ranked number 4. And then in 1 month, they skipped Sean Porter and booted Virgil Ortiz from number 1 and put him number 2, and they put Sean Porter, and then they mandated the Sean Porter and Bud Crawford fight. Politics of the sport of boxing played Virgil Ortiz. The WBO played Virgil Ortiz. Just got to be real with it. It's the only way, man. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Smash the like. Steady Fight Boxing in the building. Linda, UK, London, bruv. What you think about Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz? I think is a wonderful fight. I think is a great fight. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, they might have to pressure themselves to fight each other, because for how long are we going to wait for Earl and Bud? For how long? I believe from the 160 to the 160 and 160 and 68, people have held the legacy on hostage chasing Canelo Alvarez. It's not Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is doing this thing. But we saw Jamel Charlo. People are linking Jamel Charlo to fight the Benavidez. That means y'all want Jamel Charlo to move up to 168. Triple G is fighting Canelo Alvarez, the unified champion at middleweight, to fight Canelo Alvarez at 168. Demetrius Andrade was about to fight Zach Parker for interim WBO in 168. So the middleweight champions really have abandoned the 160-pound division, yet they have the strap. So they're holding their legacy hostage, or their representative is waiting on Canelo Alvarez. And now that Canelo Alvarez said that, you know what, I'm going to be fighting, my next opponent is going to be Bivol, the rematch to Bivol, then I wish that Canelo Alvarez would have never said that, because now he's giving them the information where they're going to wait even longer. They're going to be like, okay, so let's wait for Canelo Alvarez after Cinco de Mayo of next year with Bivol, and maybe we could get him in September. So we're not going to put these guys in position to, you know, a 50-50 fight. They're going to wait more. They're going to wait more. Vamos a poner esto, pera. Join and become a member, ladies and gentlemen. Join and become a member of Punch Run Boxing if you want. Pone la ofrenda ahí. What's the word? What's good, Megan? What's good, nigga? Wrong. Dímelo. Okay. Now, y'all see the title, see the thumbnail. Teofimo Lopez, a.k.a. the Takeover, a.k.a. the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief. Yes, he is still that guy. And you're going to be like, yo, but he lost to George Kambosos. So what? He's young. So what? Roberto Duran lost to De Jesus. So what? But Hopkins lost early in his career. So what? Juan Marquez lost early in his career. So what? Manny Pacquiao got stopped twice early in his career. So what? See, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say like this. If you are one of the people, and I'm going to say this first before I go in and tell you why I believe he's going to be the last man standing and the first man to step up. If you're going to say that Teofimo Lopez is done, that Teofimo Lopez is finished, that Teofimo Lopez is whatever, if you're saying that that's it, you lost confidence and you lost belief in Teofimo Lopez, right? Now, this is the hypocrisy of the boxing fans. This is the reason why other fighters are walking in eggshells. Because you send a sign to fighters. You want them to fight the best. They fight the best. They go out there and fight. But if they lose, you're sending a message that they're bum, that they're done, that they're finished, that they're not going to get back where they was at. If you're that type of fan that believe in that, then you don't know the history of the sport of boxing. If you're writing off Teofimo Lopez because of the George Kambosos fight, then you really don't know the history of the sport of boxing. You're stuck in today. Like you're stuck. You that type of fan that if he wins big, then he's all right. And if he looks sluggish, then he's a bum. Nah, man. Teofimo Lopez, let me remind y'all when I say he's the first man up. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, David Benavidez, Boots Ennis. Who else? Not Shakur Stevenson, but Javonte Tank Davis. We could add him. All these guys started their pro career first than Teofimo Lopez. All these guys started their career first than Teofimo Lopez. Some of them have started in the same year, but all of these guys factually started their career ahead of Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez came to the professional level with no hype. He didn't come with co-signers of Floyd Mayweather like Devin Haney. He didn't come, you know what I'm saying, having a medal of USA like Shakur. He didn't come with that type of hype. Blue collar worker made it to the top. While the politics of boxing gets the fans frustrated, he was fighting the politics of boxing with his own people along the way. When they wanted Richard Comey for him, nah, I want Richard Comey. When there was a WBC tournament, and then we know that nobody's going to get a shot at Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez decided to go to the IBF because I want Lomachenko. Y'all remember the last live I said, business decisions speak louder than words. Business decisions speak louder than words. Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez both knew that they was not going to get Lomachenko in that tournament. So the fuck we going to find a tournament and there's no prize in the end? That's like playing in the playoffs, but you ain't going to go to the finals. Well, what Teofimo Lopez did? All right, man, fuck this shit. I want Lomachenko. I want the guy they say they call the top dog. I want the guy that they have pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. I want that guy. What Teofimo Lopez did? Went to the IBF. Business decisions speak louder than words. When Lomachenko could afford Javonte Tank Davis could afford Lomachenko, that did not happen. Teofimo Lopez became a champion, not beating a vacant title, but beating a world champion, a respected champion of Richard Comey. Knocked him out in the second round, Madison Square Garden. December. I believe November, December. Heisman night. Then what happens? Then the pandemic happened. Bob Arum, top rank, felt that no, Teofimo Lopez, you should wait. You should wait to fight Lomachenko. People on ESPN said that Teofimo Lopez need 2 to 3 more fights to fight Lomachenko. What did Teofimo Lopez been saying and his dad? We want Loma for 2 years. We want Loma for 2 years. The guy that y'all think is crazy, Teofimo Lopez Sr., the 2020 trainer of the year, said we want Lomachenko. My son is going to be champion in 15 fights. It happened. While his own promotional company didn't feel like they was ready for Lomachenko, they got on Bob Arum's nerves and things of that nature. Bob's Arum nerve, they wasn't going to pay him the money. They even told Teofimo Lopez, take this $1 million to fight Lomachenko, when they was promising that they was going to pay him $3 million if before the pandemic, $3 million, and Lomachenko was going to get $6 to $7 million for that fight. It was supposed to be in May, pay-per-view, open house, and that was going to be the purse. But Top Rank, pandemic happened, is unfortunate, understandable. Say, gave Teofimo Lopez, you want Lomachenko? He's $1 million, take it or leave it deal. Teofimo Lopez said, what? What? Y'all promised me this, that. He said, take it or leave it deal, to the point where the take it or leave it deal was, if you don't take this deal, then we have Felix Verdejo fight Lomachenko. What did Teofimo Lopez did? And we made videos about it, and I said, yo, man, legacy reigns supreme. Go for legacy, because this is what we preach. This is what we preach in the sport of boxing. We want these fighters to go for the best, fighting the best. Legacy reigns supreme. You know what I'm saying? Go for the best. Go for the best. Go for the best. Even Teofimo Lopez haters, undercover haters at the time, they hated Lomachenko. They wanted Lomachenko to be taken out. Who stepped up? Who stepped up to fight Lomachenko? The pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. Who stepped up? Devin Haney could have gone to the IBF just like Teofimo Lopez. I don't want to hear that mess. Gervonta Tank Davis could have had that fight. Floyd Mayweather ain't wanted that fight. Mayweather promoter didn't want that fight. Ryan Garcia started his career first in Teofimo Lopez. He still wasn't even in the conversations, really. Teofimo Lopez stepped up. Big. The first one to step up of this. That's why I called him the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief of this generation. He stepped up. And the reason why that win versus Lomachenko was more impressive than any other win in the lightweight division, even Devin Haney beating George Campbell. So let me see the poll. It's because it was the best fighting the best. What y'all wanted to see, the best fighting the best, the 1 and 2. And Teofimo Lopez did the unthinkable. No. There's going to be people out there, no. But I had Teofimo Lopez winning and shit like that. No. I remember what people called me. I remember when I predicted that Teofimo Lopez was going to outbox Lomachenko. Now, people going to be like, yo, but how could you critique a performance when it goes to a decision like why you were going to call that boring? But the Teofimo Lopez, he beat Lomachenko in the decision. You know why it was more impressive? You know why Teofimo Lopez outboxing Lomachenko was more impressive? It's because people had it that the only way that Teofimo Lopez could beat Lomachenko if he knocks him out. Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley said that Teofimo Lopez needs 2 to 3 years to fight Lomachenko. He did the unthinkable. He outboxed the technician. So there's people going to be like, no, people that even boxing content creators, you know what I'm saying, his hater that became his hater just because he said what he had to say about Deontay Wilder and stuff like that. And they'd be like, nah, I was going for Teofimo Lopez. Nah, you wasn't going for Teofimo Lopez. You was just a hater of Lomachenko. You were not a fan of Teofimo Lopez. You just hated the way that ESPN and these guys promoted Lomachenko. Guess what? ESPN never promoted Teofimo Lopez the way they did Lomachenko. So everything that Teofimo Lopez had to earn was all about, everything that he earned and marketed and advertised was him and his dad. They did it the blue collar way. Again, no co-signers. No Canelo around there. No Oscar de la Hoya like with Ryan Garcia and Canelo Alvarez with Ryan Garcia. Not Andre Ward and Bud Crawford with Shakur Stevenson. Not Floyd Mayweather with Devin Haney. No co-signers. He did it. Even Floyd Mayweather during the Gervonta Tank Davis post fight, not the last fight, but the fight before, said that Teofimo Lopez did something I never did in my career. Become undisputed. And then disputed. But in the end of the day, in the sport of boxing, the people in the sport of boxing understood the magnitude of that fight. That's why Manny Pacquiao said good undisputed win. That's why Mike Tyson called them undisputed. That's why Zab Judah called them undisputed. The godfather of Devin Haney. Because we all understood what really happened. And we didn't let politics identify or try to change what we really know happened. Teofimo Lopez became undisputed in the lightweight division. Y'all can dispute that all y'all want. We know what it was. Then fast forward that Teofimo Lopez, still was fighting the politics. He took the fight to purse bid because Top Rank, after beating Lomachenko, knowing that Lomachenko, his purse is what, $3 million guaranteed. If he fights the highlight truck, the owner of the highlight truck, or the hot dog stand, he'll get $3 million. Danny Medina, facts. He put that up. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's go. Let's go. Smash the like. And I was around. I was in the camp. Now I'm not gonna say nothing. I already explained how he was, what he was going through, health wise. And this is why I told Teofimo Lopez, and I told Teofimo Lopez and his dad, I said, I'm more proud of you with the Cambosa fight than any other fight I ever seen. You know why? Because I knew how he was going to that fight. I knew that he was not supposed to step inside that ring. But he did. And once you step inside that ring, no excuse. But the way that he performed, knowing what he was going through, shit. I said, this motherfucker's crazy. That's my first thought. That's my first thought. Almost collapsing in the weigh-in, not the celebrity weigh-in. I'm talking about the weigh-in before they do the weigh-in. Everybody see, almost collapsing. Had to put him in the little gas machine or whatever. That's why I took a while. Teofimo Lopez, I need to get paid. I can't prolong this. I need to do this. Cool. Then he put up a good fight, even though that took the L, but he put up a good fight. Now I understand a lot of people didn't like the post-fight interview. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that did a disservice to his brand. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. Did a disservice. What they say after the fight. You know what I'm saying? But people act like this ain't boxing, like we haven't heard worse or haven't seen worse. We're the same boxing fan that we could see Gervonta Tan Davis go viral, manhandling his baby mama and still support him. Let's be real. Let's talk real shit, because a lot of people are, yo, I don't like the way that Teofimo Lopez said this. Even with Deontay Wilder, when people was getting open, I got to the point where, like, that's it. That's it, ya. Lo vamos a hacer, ya. Deja lo que él está diciendo, ya. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're still going to watch the fight. And then when you watch the fight, then everybody gave Deontay Wilder respect. Y'all forgot about all the excuses. Y'all said, man, he had heart. He had this on his laws. Because that's how boxing work. Boxing, we forget about shit. So why the fuck you want to stay stuck on shit? Why you want to stay stuck on the 10-2? Why you want to stay stuck? Y'all ain't stay. Nobody talks about the Deontay Wilder shit no more. Huh? Nobody talked about George Foreman and this excuse when he lost to Muhammad Ali. Let's keep it real. This is boxing. We love Bernard Hopkins. Let's not forget how he took the Puerto Rican flag and dropped the Puerto Rican flag and got chased out the stadium. People forget this is boxing. In boxing, you could say and do the craziest shit, and people still just going to want to see you fight. I hate to say this, but so I could really hit it where so you could really understand me. Boxing is like that. Mike Tyson, my favorite fighter, the baddest man of the planet. Look at his interview. I don't do interviews with women unless I fornicate with them. So I guess you shouldn't. We laugh about it. This is boxing. And y'all talking about 10-2. This is boxing. We don't really care. Why we acting like bitter bitches? Huh? Or bitter motherfuckers. Mike Tyson. Look at Mike Tyson. Love him all. And I hate to say this. Mike Tyson is the most glorified convicted rapist. No? Hey, I'm a Mike Tyson fan. I don't believe he did it. But I'm just kidding. That's how much I love Mike Tyson. I'm giving Mike Tyson the benefit of the doubt. Let's be real. People love Mike Tyson. They forgot about that. Fuck it. Right? That's boxing. Once Teofimo Lopez fights again, you're going to forget about the George Cambosa. And if he wins a big fight, you're going to forget about it. Just like we forgot about the day Jesus fighted Roberto Duran. And like a lot of pugilists have Roberto Duran as number 5 in their list. Top 10, top 5. He lost early in his career. He said, just more excuses for Teo. Hey, if you want to say there's excuses. So if I'm having an excuse, so the fuck what? What you gonna do? Eh? You probably got excuses in your own life right now. Why you watching this content and not spending time with your family? There's excuses, babe. They want to stay on the topic. Say something that I said that is not that it doesn't have any logic to it, and I'm cool with that. Critique me, disagree or agree, but agree or disagree and talk about the topic that we're talking about, the content. You're just saying excuses. Excuses of what? What excuses I'm giving Teofimo Lopez? ESPN know Teo good for boxing. Of course they know. The reason why Teofimo Lopez is because, you know what I'm saying, that the fight with Lomachenko actually happened was because of ESPN. The reason why they reconstructed the contract was because of ESPN. But let's go back when he was fighting for, remember, after the Lomachenko fight, he took a purse bid and they were trying to give him $1 million. $1 million to fight George Kambosos. And that's why he took the purse bid. And Triller came out with the 6.2. And even though that Triller fucked up, everybody, even the haters, celebrated what Teofimo Lopez did, because what Teofimo Lopez actually was about to do was beat the system. It showed everybody that I know my worth. I'm going to go against what y'all say I'm worth, and I'm going to get what I was worth. But guess what? The hate of Teofimo Lopez, the reign of hate of Teofimo Lopez started raining. The hate of Teofimo Lopez didn't start after the Kambosos fight. When the Triller shit wasn't happening, y'all was holding Teofimo Lopez accountable. Y'all was shitting on Teofimo Lopez. Y'all was saying that he wasn't worth it. Y'all was saying that he's not gonna sell pay-per-view, that he can't sell pay-per-view, that he's not the A side. Y'all remember what you told? That's the hypocrisy of the fans. So you told the boxing fans, and I'm talking about this particular fan base or media. You told the world that once you attain and beat and challenge yourself and beat the best, you're not worth it. But yet you want to argue about fighters, why they don't fight the best. It's because y'all fans are bipolar. You ask for something, then you diss them for that same reason. You shit on Teofimo Lopez now because of the Kambosos, but yet you want fighters to fight their challenging fight and fight the best. But if they lose, you will shit on them so they can't fight the best because they need to make money to feed their family and they need a stock to stay up. But because if they do lose, you will say that they are a bum and they can't get back to where they was and there was this and there was that. So you know what? Give me Juan Montiel. Give me Sulecki. Give me Keeler. Give me Rowley. Give me Barrios. Give me Emmanuel. This is what happens. Oh, he lost to Kambosos, but didn't he fight his mandatory? That's not what people wanted to see. There's other people in the boxing content in the YTBC that made video. Oh my God, he should fight this one. Why is he fighting his mandatory George Kambosos? But the same people was bitching that Devin Haney didn't fight his possible make-believe mandatory in Lomachenko. That they was getting mad that Canelo Alvarez didn't fight his make-believe mandatory Jamel Charlo. But then they want to diss Teofimo Lopez for fighting his mandatory. Don't you want fighters to fight their mandatory? And now, look at this. But look at this, and it comes back around. So Teofimo Lopez is going to be fighting Pedro Campa, and Teofimo Lopez, I know for sure, personally, that he don't want to fight Pedro Campa. What he wanted was a Jose Ramirez, Jose Cepeda, and Josh Taylor. That's the fights that he wanted. Jose Cepeda team felt that they was going to get a chance to get the Jose Ramirez fight. I mean, the Taylor fight. Taylor vacated. Now they got the Jose Ramirez fight. They had a meeting several months ago. So look at this. Now there's people out there that critiquing, oh, why is Teofimo Lopez fighting Pedro Campa? Oh, you wasn't happy when he fought the best. You wasn't happy when he was on top. You wasn't happy when he was challenging himself. You wasn't happy when he was the one that's being the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief. You wasn't happy when he was setting the tone. You got happy and you started not believing him and you threw him in the dirt. You told him a bum. You told him he can't get back where he at because he lost to George Kambosos. But now you want to critique. No. Now his stock got to go rise back up. Huh? Now his stock got to go rise back up. Maybe if you respected his value, maybe Top Rank would be like, yo, just go get Jose Ramirez right now and fight for the title. But it's business. And the sport of boxing, the fans also is the one that dropped the value of fighters. This is the only fan base that wants to tell fighters that risk their lives how much they're worth or not worth. And this is why I fought for Amanda Serrano to get the 7-figure payday. And I don't give a fuck, and I'm going to say right now, right here, ain't nobody in media, boxing media, nobody in the YouTube circuit, nobody believed that Amanda Serrano was a $1 million fighter. Nobody. I preached that motherfucking shit for 3 motherfucking years. You know why I preach it? Because I love fighters and I understand their value and I understand their sacrifice. Now, motherfuckers, y'all watch it for entertainment. Cool. Well, my passion is deeper than that. My passion is deeper than that. So he's the first one to step up. And Teofimo Lopez will be the last man standing. Because I know his skill set. I know how special he is. And you saw versus Lomachenko. And as much as y'all critique what happened to George Kambosos fight, if he performed like that, I don't see nobody being Teofimo Lopez in 140, 135 healthy. I don't see nobody. Say it right now. Nobody. I'm not saying it's not going to be tough. I'm not going to say it's not a 50-50 fight. I'm not saying that Regis Progress versus Teofimo Lopez is not a 50-50 fight. And I won't even argue maybe somebody will even have Regis Progress because he's 140 pounds. I won't be mad if you probably have Josh Taylor win it. What I am saying, knowing that man, ain't nobody beating Teofimo Lopez healthy in 140, 135. Nobody. He will reign again. He will be king again. The takeover, the take back. Teofimo Lopez. Ain't nobody beat that man. Yeah, I said it. Let me see the poll. I haven't even watched the poll. Now, that's just my opinion. He said Regis would drop Teo. Okay, that's your opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion. I want to see Teo versus Ubri Matias. Teo beat a one-arm Loma and lost to Nakatani. That's your opinion. Teofimo Lopez had surgery after Lomachenko. But because he won, you overshadow it. So you talk about Loma's arm. Well, Loma said he fell 100%. It's funny that people will come here and say about, yo, Punch, but you holding Teofimo Lopez excuses, but then y'all come with Lomachenko's excuses. That's what I mean. A bunch of hypocrites here. Go check what excuses did I have before the fight of George Kambosos? And I know a lot. I didn't even make the prediction like that. Because I knew what I knew. Teo beat Loma. That's it. Facts. Facts. Lomachenko knows that. His daddy knows that. Rolly will walk Tio. Progress is no joke. Now, I'll tell you this. Other than Tio, Reaches Progress is one of my favorite fighters at 140. I think he's, you know what I'm saying, second to Tio and favorite fighter. And I believe that's going to be the hardest fight. In my opinion, the legacy fight of this young generation. And I'm going to say it again. If I just walked in, Teofimo Lopez was one of the last ones to start his career. I'm talking about this era. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Benavidez, I believe, started their career first, then Teofimo Lopez. Now, oh shit, let me check the poll. I want to know where it's at. Give me a second. I want to know. I want to know where the poll at. Let me see. Maybe. Cállate, puta! Okay. Which young fighter had the biggest win thus far? 68% chose Teofimo Lopez win versus Lomachenko. Bam Rodriguez beating Rumberside, 10%. Shakur beating Valdez, 8%. Haney beating George Kambosa, 14%. And this is why. We being real. When George Kambosa beat Teofimo Lopez, y'all ain't put George Kambosa on a pound for pound list. Punch, true. He said, Punch, I love your passion for your brethren in boxing like Lopez. But if you could tell him anything, wouldn't it be Kambosa's ass before doing anything else for himself, not for us, for him? Kambosa. To beat Kambosa's ass before doing anything else. Hey, I don't know. He got to move up to 140. I think that would be a good fight for both of them. I think he want to get that get back if he gets a chance at 140. But good looking out, true. I think on that, I think he'll get that get back, and I think he'll stop him in 5 rounds. The boxing science says Haney's good, but boring as fuck, and he won't sell pay-per-view unless he fights Ryan Garcia or Tank. And that's the only reason why I want him to keep the belts, the boxing science. You know what I'm saying? If he's gonna fight somebody else, I understand if he needs to drop the belts, but I ain't going. The amount of money that these guys got to pay the belts federation. If he's gonna get a fight like, nah, man, he ain't gonna be it. That's 15% right now because he's still paying for the franchise as well, unless if he drops the franchise. But let's see. But when George Kambosa beat Teofimo Lopez, and this is the hypocrisy and the hypocrisy and the contradiction and the fakeness in boxing fans. Yeah, I ain't put him on the pound for pound list. You know why? You know why? Because in reality, as much as y'all wanna say that, oh, Lopez had excuses, you know he wasn't 100%. That's why you don't have Kambosa in your pound for pound list when he beat Teofimo Lopez. Because you didn't believe in that win. But it was easy to flame Tio. It was good. It was entertainment, right? But y'all didn't believe in George Kambosa. Y'all didn't believe in George Kambosa so much, and the boxing world didn't believe in George Kambosa that Devin Haney was the favorite to beat George Kambosa. So you know exactly. You know that he was not 100%. Doctors won't lose their license to lie. 3 doctors in New York City won't lose their license to just put out information and lie. They won't lose their credibility. You know how hard it is to be a doctor to get their license? They won't lose their credibility. Y'all didn't believe in George Kambosa. So y'all know that if it was a rematch, and I did a poll before, and 80% believe that Teofimo Lopez will beat George Kambosa in a rematch. So y'all don't believe in George Kambosa. I believe in George Kambosa's skills and talent. Now, do I believe that he's better than some of these guys? No. But that's why his win is more important. And that's why he will be the last man standing, because when he goes to training camp, he's there to fight, quality opponent. Of course, there's people going to be critiquing his next opponent, but he need to get back into the winning column. It's the business of boxing. He got one ESPN fight, ESPN Plus deal, and then he got 2 pay-per-views. So the next fight Will probably be a pay-per-view fight. It's going to be a big fight. And I believe that the winner of Jose Cepeda, if you're not going to fight Josh Taylor, is going to be the winner of Jose Cepeda. The winner of Jose Cepeda and Jose Ramirez is going to fight Teofimo Lopez pay-per-view. If it's Jose Ramirez and Teofimo Lopez, maybe pay-per-view, maybe. I don't know. But I know he got a 2 pay-per-view deal, fight deal and ESPN Plus deal. This fight right here is the ESPN Plus. So he's going to get this out of the way and then get his pay-per-view fights. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. Top Rank, and I know this for a fact as well. Top Rank actually wanted Teofimo Lopez after the George Kambosos fight. They was going to push to negotiate a deal with Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez to fight in March of this year if Teofimo Lopez would have beaten George Kambosos. But the manager wanted the Devin Haney fight. They wanted the Devin Haney fight. The Lopez camp wanted the Devin Haney fight. Bob Arum, they didn't want to know Devin Haney fight. He didn't really care for Devin Haney at that time. They wanted the Javon. They was going to pursue Gervonta Tank Davis. Salute Punch Drunk. Salute, man. Salute y'all. What's good, family? What's good, everybody, yo? You know how tough that Chinese kid is, the one that followed nobody knocked him out. Nobody looked really good against him. I think Lopez did great against him. And Loma, the Nakatani. Loma did good too. Loma did good. Lopez Camp wanted all the fights, but ducked them all at the same time. Yeah. It's funny that now after Richard Comey and go fighting back-to-back champion Lomachenko, right? And then fighting is mandatory, but he's a duck. But that's what I mean about the boxing fans. It's like, yeah, put your hate where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Make it logical. This is why fighters, this is and there's fans like you, Team Assist. There's fans. There's unlogical like you, you know? And then that's why people don't listen to boxing. That's why the business don't listen to the hardcore boxing fan. I'm being honest. The business of boxing do not listen to the hardcore boxing fan. We all over the place. What you think about T.O.'s power at 140 with new video? I think his power, you know what? Fernand, you know the reason why I said that Teofimo Lopez was going to outbox Lomachenko is because Teofimo Lopez always was a boxer. He was a boxer puncher, but he was just like knocking people out. So I already knew his skills and his athleticism and his punch selection and you know what I'm saying, the way he pivots and things of that nature, that Lomachenko was not going to be the most athletic fighter in that ring. And that's why when Lomachenko was trying to find some angles, he couldn't find the angle because of the footwork of Teofimo Lopez, right? When he was moving, he was pivoting simultaneously. So I think it's not his power. I think his power is going to be is special, but his boxing ability and his IQ, when he, you know what I'm saying, healthy, he's gonna win him the type of fights. You know what I'm saying? Rapstar Boxing Knowledge in the building. What's good, Rapstar? What's good? Ted Bayless. Leonard Ellaby talked about this. Punch, Bam won't pass Inoue. Well, he's not even in the weight class, but I believe these guys are going to stand. They're going to have a long career and a promising career. Teofimo Lopez, Bam Rodriguez, Shakur Stevenson. I believe Devin Haney is going to have one. Ryan Garcia, as long as he loves the game. I believe he's going to have a lot of success, but but you know what I'm saying, in terms of if he's going to stay long enough to sustain having a good legacy, you know what I'm saying? Even though I like Ryan Garcia, I don't like I'm not a fan of the talk of not pursuing belts, not pursuing to be a champion, unified champion, undisputed champion. And that tells, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? What's driving you? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to ask Ryan. I like Ryan, you know what I'm saying? Fan of Ryan as well. But I want what is driving you in boxing? Tio got the fight with the dog when he was coming up, when he had a problem for sure. And he's still young. So that I am going to trust the guy that may, and I said this in the other live, business decisions speak louder than words. I seen the move that Teofimo Lopez made from leaving the WBC, going to the IBF to get and chase Lomachenko. He started his career later than Ryan, Devin, Javante Tan Davis. They're in the same position. Why they ain't get? Or they're gonna be like, oh, because they're top rank. Nah, bullshit. Y'all could have all signed up with top rank if y'all wanted to, so I don't want to hear that BS. So I believe he's going to be the last man standing. I believe Boots Ennis is going to be a 3-4 division world champion, in my opinion, if he stays in line and stays hungry. And I think that he's a grounded human being. Virgil Ortiz, I believe that Virgil Ortiz is going to do his thing as well. I can't wait to see them. But Bam, Tio, Shakur, David Benavidez, Boots, Virgil, Haney. Of course, there's more. Can't wait to see Keyshawn Davis, my boy Henry La Bazooka Cedeno Martinez. Hope he gets a fight real soon. Boots is a big welterweight. Yeah, man. I rather share light on the division that's actually realistic, can make a lot of moves. The 140-pound division, I believe, that can make some moves. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not glamour division, but it's gonna be glamour, of course. Now with these guys, Tio and these guys are gonna be moving up. The welterweight division is gonna be hostage by Bud and Spence. And that's why I don't give a fuck about that fight too much. I'm not saying I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a F about waiting for that fight, because that fight is holding the guys that we know are the next, that we know they're right there. It's no, to be honest, it's no more moving up, but to fight champions at this point. Yeah, one of them could fight Keith Thurman. But that's it. One of them could fight. Okay, if Boots or Virgil Ortiz, one of these guys fight Ugas or Thurman, all right, that's like, okay, that could be the next step if they're available. But they're right there. Now everybody's waiting for Bud and Spence. And that's why I said that the IBF need to do their job. The IBF need to work and mandate Errol Spence now to speed up Bud and Spence. That's why. To be honest, that's the real reason why I want IBF to mandate it. And I'm highly sure if IBF mandates Errol Spence, that deal will be, that fight will be negotiated quick, and it will be announced by the same month, bro. 30 days. 30 days. Mandate the fight. Let Errol Spence sign an extension. 30 days. If y'all can't get that fight, then the IBF orders Errol Spence and Boots. Errol don't fight Boots. You strip Errol Spence. What y'all feel about that? What y'all feel about that? Help me out. Do y'all want Errol Spence to be mandated by the IBF now? Yes or no? Help brother out. Matter of fact, I'll do a video about that. I already did a video about that. Mandate is the only way. Facts, Anali. Facts. It's the only way. It's the only way that we won't wait no more. It's the only way. Michel Rivera, yes. Michel Rivera, la Zarza Ali. Shout out to Kid Austin as well. Floyd Schofield. Good news coming soon. Great news coming soon. Kay said, no. Why not? Why not? Why not no? Why don't you want Errol Spence to be mandated by the IBF to fight Boots Ennis? Listen to me again. It's not necessarily that I need Errol Spence to fight Boots. is that we need these guys to speed it up, the negotiations, because if you mandate Errol Spence, then Errol Spence, if they want the Bud fight, will file an extension for 30 days, and then you will have to negotiate that deal for 30 days. And then the IBF, okay, that's it. No more time. The same shit they did to Canelo Alvarez. The same shit they did to Canelo Alvarez. Remember, he got stripped. He got stripped by the IBF. He got stripped when he was trying to go negotiate with Sergey Derevchenko and Tom right now. And then one of Demetrius Andrade, they didn't file the paperwork wrong. Boom, they stripped him. Same shit. I don't want to, we shouldn't wait no long. So IBF mandate Errol Spence. I'm gonna say it again. IBF mandate Errol Spence. Errol Spence got the news. Oh shit. Hey yo, we gotta speed this up. All right. File the extension with the IBF for 30-day negotiations with you and Bud. If y'all didn't come with an agreement in those 30 days, then Errol Spence will have to fight Boots. If you don't fight Boots, you know what? You get stripped. He said, hope it doesn't drag out like Floyd and Pacquiao. It shouldn't drag out like Floyd and Pacquiao. It shouldn't drag out like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't, because the Belt Federation needs to do their job. Errol Spence has not been mandated for 4 years. Errol Spence has not been mandated by the IBF. IBF, the strictest. IBF that was willing to strip Anthony Joshua. IBF that stripped Canelo Alvarez. And Errol Spence got IBF in their pocket like that? Wow. I ain't never heard this shit. IBF? Spence said Thurman wouldn't give him a shot. Now he's doing what Boots' same old story. Hypocrite. Right, Koto? It's already been too long. Facts. Salute, Bakersfield, California. What's good? Juan, hey, y'all want to go to Bakersfield again, man? I want to go to Bakersfield, man. I think I'm going to make a trip out there, man. I don't know. That town, I like that. I like little towns like that, man. I like Bakersfield, man. I went to a bar out there in Bakersfield. Yeah, shit. Yo, I was in Bakersfield, Juan, man. I ordered the no lie. It was like 11 Jack and Coke, bro. Oh my God. Yo, man. Oh man. Dang. Yo, I was like with a bit and I maybe yeah. That's a good time. Viva Honduras. Tell Teofimo Honduras is with him from Bakersfield. For sure. Punch, what you think of Shakur versus Haney in the future? I like that fight. But to be honest, stylistically, oh man, I like that fight. But I know it will be one of the most boringest fight in boxing. But as a pugilist of the box, it would just be like tag your it and shit like that. Like, I like that. It's good names, but stylistically, nah. Shakur Stevenson risk it more though. Yeah, I got Shakur too. I got Shakur. Spence has a belt. When he tried to fight Thurman, Boots is the man, but with no belt. Spence is focused on undisputed, not Boots. But if it happens, it's going to be a good fight. But Catherine in the building. What's good, Catherine? Haney can't pump that jab that much with Shakur. I don't know. It's just I respect them, Haney, man. I respect, but I'm just not a fan of this entertainment value. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could take it as a hate if y'all want. You know what I'm saying? I know if they hear it, they're gonna take it as a hate because they feel like I always critique or whatever. But I'm just being honest, man. I think he's an exceptional boxer. He does everything that you need to do. You will teach your kid the fundamentals, like you would, great jab, works behind the jab, the best jab in the lightweight division, good precision, good footwork, great defense. But the entertainment value is like, especially when you in the ring. This is what it is to me. When you in the ring with somebody that at a certain point is not even in your level at that point in that fight, whether it passes the 6 or 7 rounds, I want to see more. Risk it. Show me that special. Show me, like, entertain now. You know what I'm saying? But hey, get the W, however get the W. But I'm just saying the entertainment value to me as a fan is like, it's too. I'm spoiled, man. We're just spoiled, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the type of person that be like, like, oh, this shit back in the days, and these guys used to do back in the days. But my eyes seen it. My eyes seen special shit. You know what I'm saying? And I seen fighters that know how to risk it even more when they know. Like when you saw Roy Jones Jr. versus James Toney. Yeah, with the highlight, we see Roy Jones Jr. He showboated just one time. But Roy Jones Jr. was fighting with the eye like a hawk. He knows he couldn't do a lot of the shit that he did to a lot of opponents. And even though he came up with the win, Roy Jones Jr. knew that he needed to be very, very aware of James Toney. So he fought very strategically, highly disciplined. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because he knows that he met his level. But Roy Jones Jr. is fighting a guy that's it, that he knows is not on his level. Roy Jones Jr. is going to play around looking special. Prince Nassim, you know what I'm saying? My eyes, even Sweet Pea that's known for defense. He'll play around with motherfuckers, man. Even on the defensive end. Even when he was fighting, even when he was fighting Oscar de la Hoya and Julio Cesar Chavez, you saw some entertainment, you saw some flashiness, you saw something that makes you want to see him again. Shakur Stevenson got booed before the Hearing fight, but when he became a world champion the second time with Jamel Hearing, he entertained, he stopped Hearing. He looked exceptional. He showed power. He showed all the arsenal. He showed footwork versus Oscar Valdez. You know what I'm saying? But that Kambosos and Devin Haney fight, ain't nobody never going to see that fight ever again. Ain't nobody ever going to go watch a rerun. Ain't nobody ever going to watch a rerun of that fight. ESPN will never play that fight ever again. You know what I'm saying? I see some entertainment value. That's all. Not hating that you got the win, but it's just, I like to be honest, I like his performance with Linares better than Kambosos. Even if he got a little ding ding, you know what I'm saying? But that's just it. But with Linares, Devin Haney was going for it. That 6th round, Devin Haney was going for it. Devin Haney was taking risks. And if I'm faster than you, I could take that risk. If my defense it is what I say it is, I could do that. Derek said I'd rather watch Pinjran. And this is why. Maybe there's people that didn't have him on the pound for pound list. I have him on my pound for pound list because he's undisputed. But even the Teofimo Lopez Kambosos fight was more. Even Teo on his loss, on his worst day, was more exciting. At least he dropped Kambosos in the 10th round. Shit. Who honestly thinks Teo beat Shakur at 140? I think so. At 140, I think he beats Shakur. I think the only thing that I'll say about Teofimo Lopez that I say work on, you know what I'm saying, is fighting off the clinch. You know what I'm saying? Fighting on the inside, fighting off the clinch and things of that nature. If you get in that position, I think that's the only thing that really just he probably struggled a little bit with Lomachenko. Is when he got close, try to clinch him instead of trying to push him off, is throw some punches and take him off. You know, that's one thing. At 135 isn't a power puncher, but he will gain strength as he goes up. Haney is too dehydrated at 135, 140. Nah, I don't think. I think that's what he is. I think that's what Devin Haney. You know, at a young age, you could see if a fighter has that power because that's when they show that special power. You know what I'm saying? That's when the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones and even Floyd Mayweather. That's when they show all the knockout shit. But if you don't even have power at this age, nah, I don't think he's gonna. He's gonna go stronger. You know what I'm saying? But I think what I'm saying. His torque of his punches is gonna probably be stronger. But I don't think his punch is going to be stronger. Like all his opponents said the same thing about his power. This is not like all his opponents say the same thing. If Teo fights with a clear mind and is 100% healthy, I don't see him losing anymore. Me either. I'll be honest. I don't see him losing anymore. I don't. But I'm not saying that I don't see a hard fight. I'm not saying that I don't see a 50-50 fight. All I'm saying that I'm picking him versus anybody at 140, 135. The legacy fight, in my opinion, and for me, is Gervonta Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez because of the style. Because I know both of these guys will risk it. I know both of these guys will stay in front of each other as well. I know both of these guys. It's not going to be one guy playing tag and one guy running around, nothing like that. Stylistically, I see Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez as the biggest, the legacy fight. And the promotion of it, I think will be good. Now I think of Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis, a good fight. Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, good fight. Gervonta Tank Davis, Lomachenko, I think that will be a good matchup as well because Lomachenko go after it as well. But Teo versus Tank, that's my fight right there. That's the fight right there. But for Tank right now in the lightweight division is Devin Haney. Right now, because I feel like it's time for Tank to really put some legacy. He's getting money. It's time to really establish that legacy. Stamp a legacy. Stamp your way into the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying you're going to be probably first ballot, but stamp your way into the Hall of Fame. And I believe he has the opportunity to do so right now. But fan-friendly, my opinion, fan-friendly, in my opinion, I believe fan-friendly, in my opinion, I believe Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez. You're picking Teo versus Tank. Yep, I'm picking Teo versus Tank at 140. Tank at 140 is not effective. To be honest, Gomez, this is the only thing with Tank. I think that Tank is a special fighter. I don't call every fighter special. I think Tank is special. I think Teo is special. I think Boots is special. Bam is special. I'm talking about the young fighters. David Benavidez, special. Shakur Stevenson, IQ. To me, Shakur Stevenson's IQ is just as good as any elite fighter today. His IQ. He's ahead of his time. Special. Meaning from boxing, power, speed. Because I believe that Tank and Teofimo Lopez got something that you just can't teach. Athleticism, speed, and power. That's something you just can't teach it. You could work hard for it, but they just got something special. You know what I'm saying? Teo versus Haney at 140. I got Teo being Haney. Shakur Stevenson will bully the ish out of Haney. And not come out guaranteed. See, for me, you see, Shakur Stevenson for me is getting stronger. He's getting stronger, and he's looking impressive. and he's looking entertainment. In his last 2 fights, and he's looking entertaining. Like, he took that shit to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Some fighters care. You think that fighters don't care? Why you think Shakur Stevenson apologized on his Instagram before the hearing fight? Samir, what's good, brother? What's good? I've been seeing you been on a war path, brother. Nah, man. I ain't no war. I'm a nice guy, man. I'm a nice guy, Samir. Rap Star said, I still think Josh Taylor beats them all at 140. I believe that, to be honest, Rap Star, I do believe that Josh Taylor in the rematch with Jack Catterall is going to beat the shit out of Jack Catterall. That's how I do believe so. I do believe that Josh Taylor is going to beat the shit out of Jack Catterall, though. I do believe it. Haney got a pretty jab. I think he got the best jab in the lightweight division. But I think Shakur Stevenson just a bit ahead of Haney. And I think that Tank and Teo are special with the natural ability. Punch. Teofimo will be the best of his generation. I believe so too. That's why I say he's the last man standing, in my opinion. He's the last man standing. And I think that in terms of business-wise and promotional-wise for the sport of boxing, I think it needs to be like that. That's just my opinion. I want to see, I feel like Gervonta Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, Shakur Stevenson, David Benavidez, the people that Uwe, you know what I'm saying? The people, Canelo, the people that entertains Tyson Fury, the people that entertains, yeah, you should be you got to be a good boxer, but you got to willing to entertain, because that's what's just going to keep boxing alive. As a boxing fan, I'm talking as a boxing fan. We are desperate for entertainment. What Bam Bam did versus Run, we need that, making statements. We need, when the brights are when the lights are bright, we need statements. We don't need a whole fucking community saying this shit was boring, I ain't never gonna watch it again. The Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fight, they got the bag, but that fight hurt boxing more than we think. That fight pushed a lot of people away. When people was talking about that boxing was dead, was right after that fight. I wasn't a huge Tyson Fury fan just because he beat Klitschko. Yes, it good for him. But for boxing, the way that he beat him, when we keep on trying to look at the past and saying we want this, we want that. Like, we don't look in the NBA, we don't talk about we want to see Larry Bird shoot a 3. No, because the evolution is Steph Curry. So now when we're talking about shooting wise, people ain't talking about Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, John Stockton, Mark Price, Chris Jackson, Larry Bird. No, that's it. The evolution is there. We want to see Steph Curry. That's it. The evolution is there. But in boxing, we're looking in the past all the time. We're looking at the past. Because today, I need these. We need boxing needs this entertainment. Now, for the fighters, win however you want to win for your career. It's your career. You're the one that risk your life. I understand that. But as a fan, we need these fighters in the forefront of the sport of boxing. All that boring shit just hurts boxing. To be honest. And then shushing the crowd. Like what happened? Shushing the crowd. No. See, I come from an era where Manny Pacquiao adopted a crowd. When Manny Pacquiao adopted Morales fan base and Marquez fan base and Berea's fan base because of the way that he fought. Win or lose, the fans are like, wow, I wasn't going for Manny Pacquiao. Yo estaba yendo para Marqués que lo rompa ese tipo, por ese tipo sabe pelear. Me gusta ese Manny Pacquiao. Voy a ver toda la pelea de Manny Pacquiao. And you adopt the fans. That's what Manny Pacquiao did. You think it was just the Philippines? Nah, it was that he adopted the Mexican fan base as well because of the way that he fought to entertain, win or lose. In that little division, in the smaller division, come on, man. We still thinking about Prince Nassim. We love Chocolatito. We love Estrada because they throw a lot of punches and shit like that. They entertain. But ain't nobody entertained like Prince Nassim. We ain't never seen nothing like that. The great Manny Pacquiao. But we need that. Shout out to Jamel Charlo. That's why I speak highly of Jamel Charlo. When the lights were bright, undisputed, he stopped his opponent. 50-50 fight. Even there was a lot of people saying that Brian Castaño was going to beat Jamel Charlo. And what did Jamel Charlo do? Stop that. Entertaining fight. That's what the sports need. And then the fans need to clam over that fighter. Push him up. Sustain him. But what does boxing do? Undisputed. Entertaining fight. Knockout performance. Probably the best fight of the year. Not even in the pound for pound. So boxing itself shits on what we need in the sport of boxing. Pump him up. Pump him up like y'all pump Bud. Like y'all pump Spence. Didn't he entertain y'all? Didn't Jamel Charlo entertain you? Isn't what you wanted to see? He entertained you. He knocked out his opponent. Is the best fight in the best. Undisputed. What? Free TV. What more do you want? Talk to me. What more do you want? Jamel Charlo fought the best fight in the best. Undisputed. Free TV. Entertaining. Knockout. What more do you want, boxing fan? What more do you want? Tell me right now. What more do you want? And if that's not enough, then you tell the fighter, like, shit. Fuck, I'm here trying to be the best I could be. What happened, American fan? Was good, y'all. I mean, y'all begging everybody else. Y'all begging Bud and Spence to fight. But I'm fighting the best. I'm undisputed, y'all. What was my love? What was good? See how we shit? That's how boxing is hypocrites. We contradict everything. We're never satisfied. He said, I told everybody, we're back. ESPN don't show Jamel love. Yeah, because he be going that Mike Coppinger. Yeah, they don't show him love. But what about this community? How about this community? How about this community then? If we say in this community, should the YouTube boxing community is the one that keeps boxing alive? We here 24/7 talking boxing. Why don't we do it? Why everybody's not a fan of it? If you love boxing, you all should be Jamel Charlo fans. If you love boxing, don't tell me he didn't entertain you. Don't tell me that he didn't got the skills and he ain't show jab, he ain't show power punches, body punches, combination. It was undisputed. It was a 50-50 fight. You ain't know who was really going to win. What more do you want in boxing? What more do you want? Isn't that exactly what you want to see? Isn't that exactly what you want to see? Isn't that why you say, oh shit, Jamal should do what Jamel does? Demetrius Andre don't fight nobody. David Benavidez still waiting on Canelo. Gervonta Tank Davis don't fight nobody. Deontay Wilder can't fight. Lomachenko is just hype job. How about praising? Canelo's fighting an old guy. How about praising? Who was Joe Smith? How about praising? Oscar Valdez a cheater. He drinking tea. What about when a guy is doing what we demand fighters to do as boxing fans? Why he's not up there? Why he's not the poster boy of American boxing? Why Jamel Charlo is not your poster boy of American boxing? Huh? And then, even when they try to have him trying to, like pick race, where he says, who wears the American flag? Who's the fighter that came with the American flag? Huh? Isn't that what we want? Isn't that what we've been waiting for? The Apollo Creed of boxing, Jamel Charlo. Isn't that what we've been preaching every fighter to do? Is what Jamel Charlo has done. Is he your favorite fighter? I bet you don't have to beg nothing for Jamel Charlo to do. What you want Jamel Charlo to do now? He said, Jamel Charlo, the Apollo Creed of boxing. What he was saying, what he was chanting, USA, USA, fighting for us. When they was trying to make him, saying, I fight for all people. When he was real, in his square, walking his own lane, not being a robot. Nah, man. Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. Skill pay the bills. Ain't no race. Skill pay the bills. Who stood up? That was pro-righteous. Castaño fight and let me see. Castaño versus Danny Garcia. Be a good fight. Ralphie's. Yeah, he is a dog. He is, man. Come on, he gave Lara a run for his money, and I believe that he beat Lara, in my opinion. Teixeira, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't talk about Patrick Teixeira, but Patrick Teixeira is good. Ain't no easy work. Teixeira is good, and and with Jamel Charlo, man, entertainment. Danny Garcia got whooped by Jose Benavidez. Going to get whooped. Who you think is gonna fight? Bro, this guy Team Assist can't keep T.O.'s name out his mouth. He just want the attention, so he want me to read all his shit. That's what it is. Punch. What do you think about Virgil's next fight? I think it's good, but I feel like, unfortunately, the boxing fans, you know how we are. Not we, but you know how the boxing fans are. They're gonna start critiquing Boots and Virgil's opponent, but that's only because everybody's waiting on Bud and Spence. Nobody's seeing nothing else around the welterweight division until we see Bud and Earl Spence. So you don't see that Bud and Earl Spence is holding everything back. Bud has not fought since Sean Porter, and is not gonna fight. Rumor is if he fights again, it's going to be in October, almost a year. No injury, no surgery, just holding the fucking belt. The IBF do nothing, so there is no pressure into making this fight. There is no pressure into making this fight. Hashtag the take back the takeover. Facts, man. We need some entertainment, man. Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, Gervonta Tan Davis, Ryan Garcia bring some entertainment, man. I want to see Ryan Garcia as well versus Javier Fortuna. His style was entertaining to me as well. Fuck that. I want to be entertained now. I'm tired of people saying that my sport is dead. I'm tired of seeing people that my sport is dying. I'm tired. And then there's boxers that don't give a fuck about entertaining the crowd. Yeah, get your W, but you know what? My fucking sport is getting dissed left and right. I don't like to hear the UFC is better than boxing now. I don't like that shit. We need some excitement over here. Boxing needs excitement. Yeah, we need Deontay Wilder back. And when he comes back, motherfucker, stop hating on Deontay Wilder. Y'all know we need him in America, man. We need some excitement in that heavyweight division in America. Shit, motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you like this. To be honest, and just talking America, because I believe it's a world sport, you know what I'm saying? But these guys don't have to ever step in America and fight again. Anthony Joshua fights in the stadium, he gets all the love, and Tyson Fury just does 94,000. Why the fuck you gonna come to America for? All y'all fights is over there. Man, I hope Deontay Wilder comes back. And when he comes back, give him the fucking respect that he deserves. Shit, the only highlight shit that we get in America in the heavyweight division is Deontay Wilder. Fuck that shit. We need you back. We need you back, Deontay Wilder. Oh, y'all motherfucking haters. He don't know how to fight. Fuck you, fight him to see if he don't know how to fight. Boxing is dead. He's trying to wake it up and you fucking complaining. Motherfuckers always complaining in boxing. We need Deontay Wilder back. Shit. Jared Anderson, you know what I'm saying? He gonna do his thing. I wouldn't watch Wilder over Fury, but I will watch any Wilder fight over. I don't think Shakur. I think Shakur made it up, man. I think Shakur has gotten better. I think Shakur gotten more entertaining, in my opinion. I can't see, man. I don't know, like, if y'all fight fans, like, he still fight though. That's the thing about Deontay Wilder though. Like, if he ain't fighting your traditional boxing slick style, but he's a fighter and he's knocking out dudes and like, it's crazy that I was hearing people, well, he can't box, he can't fight. Fucking Teddy Atlas hating ass saying Deontay Wilder can't fight. The fuck you did? What's your record? And that's what happened. That credible voices like that. You know what I'm saying? He says something like that, and then the whole world starts talking about it. Then the whole world says and echoes the same shit. Lots of good fights for Wilder in the heavyweight division. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. But I'm telling you, that hate for Virgil and Boots is right around the corner. Watch. I never said this about YouTube, but they all internet freaks. But I would like to break Southpaw jaw. Yeah, man. That shit that I saw about him said that he will kill a baby. And this motherfucker, people support that shit. I look at all whatever his subscribers, his followers, they all sick to me, bro. They all sick. Maybe they haven't watched it, but that's sick right there, bro. How the fuck you gonna say and demonstrate what will you do to a baby? I ain't never heard this. That's the sickest ish that I heard in YouTube, in boxing YouTube. That's the sickest thing that, you know, there's certain shit that should be let rock, but that right there was one of the most disturbing shit I ever heard. I think a guy like that should be. I think a guy like that, and I'm gonna be honest. If that's what's in his heart, if that was in his heart, to be honest, bro, that dude should be put out in an electric chair. That's a human that shouldn't be out here. To be honest, bro. That's why I don't even want to entertain the motherfucker for real. Cause I don't take it like, you know what I'm saying? Box him. Nah, man. You a disgusting human being, bro. You should be dead, bro. For real. I don't feel sorry for guys like that. What I heard him say that, I said, this man, right, this person, right, he's an animal, bro. And if he has that in his heart, he'll probably do it in real life. But that's when but that's why you know the toxic of certain things. You know what I'm saying? The toxic of people, and then you see people support that toxic shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And then I start, you start, why you support that? Like there gotta be some type of moral somewhere, some cutoff line. Like, all right, man, look, man, I can't fuck with this guy, bro. Do I got it? I'll show it again. I'm gonna keep on showing it to tell you how disgusting this human being is. Hold on, I gotta show it again. Let me see if I hold on. See, you understand what I'm talking about. This is this disgusting human being describing what he would do to a baby. Hold on.
No kids. Fuck these kids. No, can't do kids. Hey, kids. Hey, Kyle, I know you take your daughter to school every day, but if I see his bitch daughter, I beat. Until the blood comes out that slut face, and I start letting off on that slut. I don't give a fuck if you're 2, 3 years old. Beat. And this thing will be, oh, but she's only 2. Don't give a fuck, nigga. Do it organically.
That's what he want to do to babies. Dude is sick. Nah, they ain't even mental institute. Like some mental illness. I've seen mental illness before. That right there is like you got to put them on the dirt. That's a human being. That's a human. That's an animal that you put them on the dirt. You don't let them rock. How many times you hear stories of? When a person does a killing, right? And then they always look back at their phone or what they did that prompt them to do what they did. How many times we see that? We see that all the time, right? We see a killing, somebody kills a child, somebody kills their girlfriend, somebody kills if it's, you know what I'm saying, the racial killing and stuff like that, hate crimes. And then people always look back. What could have prevented this from happening? You know what could have prevented this from happening? Is when you see something like this. That man right here, he should put him in a straitjacket and put him away right quick. Because he shouldn't be in society. He shouldn't be in society. And people will find it funny. Yo, punch, box him. Nah, man. That dude's supposed to be chopped up somewhere. Watch. I'm telling you. There's a lot of shit. You think that certain times we turn a blind eye. But when shit happens, we always look at the news. Crazier shit happens. Why this person did this. And then a lot of time they blame it on mental illness. What did he have? They look back at their history. How did he grow up? How did we see it every day? This is a case right here. Un día ese tipo va a agarrar a un niño en la calle y le va a hacer una cosa muy mala al niño. And then we're going to go back to Punch Drunk or whatever channel he was on, and Cal's channel, TBS channel, and be like, yo, but this is what he was. Why nobody reported this? Why YouTube let this guy run crazy like this? No, but yo, submit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But then that's what I mean. When if something does happen, it's like when when there's a massive shooting, what they do? No, I know Renzo. I'm just letting it out because you know what I'm saying. I'm just letting it out there. But whatever, it's true. But we got to create awareness in what's in our community as well in the YTBC. And then we got to create awareness, like who is the people that's actually putting him in a position to be heard. Paloma, ese palomazo. But yeah, man, I think the Teofimo Lopez gonna be king at 140. Get this Pedro Campa fight. You know what I'm saying? All he got to do is pay attention to this fight. It's gonna be in Las Vegas. Then after that, move on to the next. But don't look past your opponent. Look at this opponent like it's Lomachenko. Just like you was focused on versus Lomachenko, you look at this opponent like Lomachenko, forget everybody and forget about everything. And this line of work, as much as it's hard to say, when you in training camp, when you in this line of business, even your family comes second, your children come second. Not God. God always comes first, but everything else comes second. Everything else comes second. You only got this little window to be a great fighter. Not everybody is Manny Pacquiao that can have a career of 20 plus years and stuff like that. Nobody could be Nonito Donaire. Shout out to Nonito Donaire. I believe that Nonito Donaire will beat everybody in the bantamweight except for, and people be like, hey, yo, that he should retire. I think Nonito Donaire could still do his thing. That's just sick. And whoever supports him, even more sick. Facts. T.O. beating Loma was by the biggest win. Yeah, I believe so too. Where's the Javier Fortuna is live too. Let me see where it's at right now. Hold on. Where's the vote? Let me see where we at. Let me see where we at. Oh, I don't see the voting no more. Do they have a time limit on the voting or something like that? Let me see. Hold on. I want to check that the vote. I can't see the vote. Okay, 68%, 68%, 68%. 15% for Devin Haney is the second one. 68%. I see it. Hey, and this is why Teofimo Lopez is still that dude. Because even the Devin Haney versus Cambosa it wasn't a bigger win. So still today, Teofimo Lopez from this young era has the biggest win, have the biggest accomplishment. I believe, in my opinion, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson. What do y'all feel about David Benavidez and Anthony Durrell? If I would have put that on the poll, because they only gave me like 4. If I would have put that on the poll, what would you have? What would you rate that? Will you rate David Benavidez beating Anthony Durrell better than Devin Haney beating George Kambosa or Shakur Stevenson beating Oscar Valdez? Would you rate that? Would you rate David Benavidez? Because I wanted to put that, but they only gave me that was the 5th one I was going to put. Durrell was already towards the back end of his career. I don't know, but I think the Bam Bam fight was actually because the statement that Bam Bam made versus Rumvaside. I'm not, but I say biggest win was Kambosa, Devin Haney, of course, to become undisputed. But the thing is that not even Kambosa has the reputation of Rumvaside that beat Chocolatito in Estrada. That's what I mean, though. Like, I don't know. That's a tough one. I got into a little debate with Mickey Bay on Twitter when he was trying to claim Haney win over Kambosa is the most impressive. No. Winning is just not winning, man, but it's how you win. It is how you win also. You feel me? That's why when people be like, but look, Tio just beat Loma in the decision. Yeah, because nobody thought that Tio was going to outbox the technician. The only people saw Tio beating Lomachenko only if Tio knocked out Lomachenko, not outboxing Lomachenko. He froze Lomachenko. Nobody nobody thought in their right mind that could have possibly happened. But your boy, Mr. Moonshine, did though. But nobody had it in their right mind that Tio was going to outbox Lomachenko. That's what is the how. Because if Teofimo Lopez would have knocked out Lomachenko, I think that would have been less impressive than Teofimo Lopez outboxing. Now, Devin Haney knocking out Kambosa would have been more impressive because we already knew he was the favorite into that fight. So it's not a 50-50 fight for people. He's not the underdog. And we know that Devin Haney was going to win that fight the same way that he won the fight. That's how people predicted the fight. So it's not impressive when I know that you was going to beat him that way. It's impressive if Devin Haney was going to knock out George Kambosa. If Devin Haney knocked out George Kambosa, then that's impressive. I was very impressed with Haney. I was impressed with how locked in Devin Haney was in Australia and everything he had to do. I'm more impressed with the way that he got the fight, what was on the table, what he had to deal with, what he had to sign, what we had to go through, all that. That's what I'm impressed with more. That young man, business-wise, and I'm impressed with Devin Haney's business and his intellect at his age. But I'm talking about comparing the win with anybody else. I'm not shitting on it. It's comparing the win. For me, it's not bigger than Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. It's not. It's not even close to me. Said, why Teo don't want to call Haney? Teo's at 140, man. It's a matter of taste. Yeah, that too. That's why I say it's just my opinion as well. You know what I'm saying? It's my opinion. Just my opinion. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know tomorrow, Happy Hour Thursday. Hopefully. I gotta contact the former trainer of the year, Teofimo Lopez Sr. Let's see if he want to show up, man. Let's have a nice party tomorrow, man. Probably have him a special guest. Let's see. Hopefully I could watch these guys. Probably go out there, man, where they at in Jersey, and hopefully, man, get some clips of Teofimo Lopez training. Probably. We'll see if that's possible. I know he's locked in and isolated and stuff like that. Yeah, he went to Australia. That counts, but that's not different in boxing. You understand what I'm saying? Rap star is like, oh my God, he went to Australia. Well, George Cambosa came to America. They don't make it a big deal. George Cambosa came to America. Manny Pacquiao for his whole career away from home. Triple G is coming to America. Tyson Fury came to America. Earl Spence went to UK. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does it. It's not like we the Americans find like, oh my God, he went abroad. Man, the people abroad do it all the time. Tyson Fury came over here. Cambosa came over here. Manny Pacquiao came over here. Triple G came over here. You know what I'm saying? Nonito Donaire went to Japan. Didn't get the win, but he went out there. Earl Spence went out there. Demis Andre got his title in Germany. Lomachenko comes over here. You feel me? Like, we make it a big deal. Kell Brook came over here. Yeah, everybody. Yo, to be honest, everybody does it. It's that the Americans make it like, hey, yo, and he went all the way over there. Shit. So you know it's a big win. Because he was. Man, please, everybody does it, bro. Everybody does it, man. Everybody does it. Of course, it's pressure, but there's a lot of athletes as well that is not pressure when they go away, that they're more pressured and they're more distracted at home. You know what I'm saying? They're more distracted at home as well. So it depends on the fighter. Because sometimes when you go out there, it's like you got nothing to lose. You feel me? It's because we don't go out. But these guys, they travel all over the place, man. These guys travel all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget also Canelo Alvarez is from Mexico too. He's not from the US. He make his money here too. So he's away from home. Technically, he is away from home. Rigondeaux comes over here from Cuba. Cotto came from Puerto Rico. Even though it's part of the US, but away from home. Richard Comey came from Africa. Everybody does it. But when they win, it's not like, oh my God, and Lomachenko came from Ukraine to capture the world title. Nah, they don't make it a big deal. We make it a big deal. Like if it's something, it's not as special as what they make it seem, to be honest. Of course, we wanted to see Floyd Mayweather fight outside of the country as well. Muhammad Ali used to travel outside the country. Let's not forget, Mike Tyson used to travel outside the country as well. Let's not forget, he lost his title in Japan. Anthony Joshua came to America and lost his title. Went to Saudi Arabia to get his title back. Or Dubai or whatever. But out of all the American young guns, Haney did what they didn't. Yeah, because nobody was a champion outside in the lightweight division, really. That's why. It's just so many titles, Rap Star. Castaño came from Argentina. Patrick Teixeira came from Brazil. Lara came from Cuba. Come on, it's a world sport, man. That's why they call you a world champion. It shouldn't be a big deal to leave your country. If you're a world champion, you're a world champion. Ugas left his family, can't see his kid, hasn't seen his mom in 14 years that time. Come on, man. These motherfuckers, they really sacrifice. There's people that really sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Look at Maloney. Maloney been in the country for almost 1 year. He didn't watch his kid. He didn't watch his kid walk his first words. That's sacrifice. That's sacrifice. Jason Maloney, Andrew Maloney. These guys was out here during the pandemic. Left wifey and pregnant wife out there in Australia. That's sacrifice, bro. That is sacrifice. Clarissa Shield going to England. Katie Taylor coming from Ireland. Yo, it's only us. We make it a big deal. Everybody does it, bro. Everybody, a lot of champions do it. They travel around the world. It's nothing big. It's nothing crazy. And then a lot of these great fighters, they traveled the world when they was amateurs. Tournament, Pan American Games, and Olympics, and all these other tournaments. Like, make it a big deal. These are just these are like to write it just to make it sound impossible. Manny Pacquiao came from the Philippines to take Keith Thurman's belt. That they say Manny Pacquiao once again came 20 hours plus from the Philippines to take the belt from Keith Thurman. No. Since he done it so much, that shit is like natural. But anyway, man, love y'all. Tomorrow, happy hour Thursday, man. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next. Good looking out for all the support.